This is really an honor. Look at this. Part of this tournament is going to give birth to more Frisbee Hall of Famers. The beard. But thank you, and I'm so glad to be in with the inaugural class with you and Eric and Larry Schindel and who am I leaving out? Scott. And then last but not least, Big Daddy.
Big Daddy. Yeah.
So this was a pioneer class. We're going to have a really hard time, I think, bringing in people, but because so many people are worthy. But thank you very much, and Frisbee on.
There's another inductee that could not be here. Scott chose not to be here. Our hearts will always be with Big Daddy Dave Griffin. When the voting was done to see that he made the inaugural class, it seemed only fitting and right. He can't be with us, but he's looking down on us. But he has certainly been represented ever since she was young. With his beautiful child, Jen Barnell. I'm going to ask Jen to come up and say a few words.
Obviously, my family and I are really honored to be accepting this, especially in this inaugural class. I'm saddened a little bit knowing that he's not here with us today, but every year I come, I know he's here in spirit because I feel it. And he made so many great connections with a lot of you. And it was a very personal journey trying to get the information that was necessary for this induction. And it just reminded me, after my father's death, how many of you individually came up and talked to me and shared personal stories about the relationships, the friendships, and how deep your connections were with my father that I never really even knew about because I was so young. But that was what was my catalyst in trying to put this together, and what I remembered so deeply about this Frisbee family that I want to come back to, and I want to bring my kids back to, because that's how it was always for me as a child. So just know that this is probably one of the greatest honors that my father has ever received. He is humbled. He is completely blessed to know all of you and to be a part of this wonderful Frisbee family. Thank you.
Because so many of you are here, you know what a great Frisbee tournament this is. The tournament that we play today is the tournament that this man created. He was the president of the Frisbee Club. He was nationally known in Frisbee. He knew everybody in Frisbee, and so many of those people come to this tournament because of him. Our next inductee is our own Eric Wooten.
Thank you. Just listening to Jen, and I love Big Daddy too. Listen to what all of us do. And when I found out that I had been inducted or elected, I sat down with paper and pencil and was going to try and write a few words. And it was obvious right away that there are no words to describe what everyone here means to me, what Frisbee means to me, and to my kids. I can't even imagine my life without Frisbee. And the people in this class especially, Hugh and Snap and Big Daddy and Scott. I mean, Scott and I had some very good competitive success, and his drive to be good kind of rubbed off on me early on. But I just want to say that there were no words for me to write down. I'm just speaking from the heart. I'm incredibly honored and humbled by this enshrinement. Thank you guys so much. I love all of you. And Eric, thank you very much.
The highest vote getter for the Virginia Frisbee Hall of Fame is the person that's responsible for so many of us in Fredericksburg playing Frisbee. If I could ask Hugh Lowry to come up.
Yeah.
Everywhere I've lived in my life, I have found the best people through Frisbee. And every chance I got, I said, let's go play catch. But the amazing thing is that I've always felt like family is where you find it. And this is where I found it. Thank you very much.
Our last inductee, many of you do not know because he hasn't played at many Virginia states, but he was here early on, and he's a pioneer in the game of Frisbee. He was in the inaugural class of the Ultimate Hall of Fame. He was responsible for the Washington area Ultimate Frisbee. He was one of the founders of that club. His name is known all over in Frisbee circles across this country when it comes to Ultimate. And our last inductee, and we're so happy to have him here, Larry Schindel.
Thank you, Frisbee family. It's good to be back in Fredericksburg. My roots are at Columbia High School. That's what my heart has always been. Learning to play Frisbee on asphalt. Playing Ultimate on asphalt, which is what Columbia High School initially did. And having the privilege to help spread it to high schools, colleges. I went to RIT and Chapel Hill. Came here to Washington and have an effect on so many people and families, which is why Frisbee family is a key. And a key for all of us to continue to see that little kid and throw with them and teach them little skills so that as they go into middle school and high school that they will acknowledge their heart is in having fun and playing and being family with others. Some little background on why this location, Fredericksburg, is so important in the Frisbee life is the Smithsonian Frisbee Festival was birthed here at Mary Washington. The first tournament held at Mary Washington, John Picker was there, I was there, and a man by the name of Bill Good, who was with the Air and Space Museum, Smithsonian, and Bill pushed and said, here's my idea. And we were able to make it fruition. I was a festival Frisbee expert and brought in the talent, and most of it was coming from Mary Washington and Washington Club. And it has grown, obviously, and happy to have been able to still and reconnect with those in my past here. The past is just part of what's going on. The future, Frisbee brought me, a beautiful wife. It brought me to find a savior, but also to be able to share with others and serve others. And that's what my life has been about, is how do I make it easier for you as competitors to compete, set up a field or set up that. And thankful for Eric and all the work you've done here year to year, for Hugh and all of what he's done here. And thank you for being part of my family, the Frisbee family. Thank you.
Okay, we have actually one more presentation. Larry, don't go far. If you want to invite one of your old friends from Washington area, Ultimate, to come on up, and he's got a presentation for you.
Hey everybody, my name is Steve Goodwin. I'm on the board of WAFC, the Washington Area Frisbee Club. Thanks for letting an Ultimate player crash your party. Everything that Larry just said about himself is 100% true. It's the only non-humble moment I think I've ever seen you talking about yourself. But I'm here to represent WAFC and to present Larry with a Lifetime Achievement Award from the Washington Area Frisbee Club. Don't start, because I'll start. If you've ever run a tournament, if you've ever put a festival together, if you've ever done more than just show up to play, if you volunteered, if you helped, the seed of that is standing right here. Larry is, it's been amazing for me to be here today and be reunited with some of my early idols like Jens and Harvey and Eric. But Larry is more. Larry is a true hero in the ultimate world. He's a true hero in Washington. He's more than a friend. He's a mentor. And I couldn't be happier than to present this to you, Larry. Well deserved, my friend. I just want to read it to you. It says, Lifetime Service and Appreciation Award to Larry Shindell for his founding vision, stewardship, and commitment to disc sports in the National Capital Area. It's awarded by WAFC. Thanks, Larry, for everything. Let's see some leg warmers.
Thanks, Steve. Okay, the great thing about this tournament is you can come on Friday and see the best DDC players in the world. You can go on Saturday and Sunday and see the best field event players in the world. And on Saturday night and Sunday afternoon, you can see the greatest freestyles in the world. They're about to give us an amazing show. Let's get freestyle started and close out Virginia State. Okay, freestylers, take the field.